It's TGI Now time. Back again in the K420 studio discussing real authentic truth talk, freedom of speech, and living in the now. Freeing your mind.
One episode at a time.
Shit, we trying.
Boom.
Back at it again.
There we go.
Boom.
Everybody can hear us all right? We good? Welcome back to the K420 studio.
What's up, man?
What's up, buddy?
Good.
No shirt and tie anymore? You good?
Nah, I'm good. I unplugged from the
You
nation.
unplugged again.
Get out of there.
It was just too much. And it wasn't, I mean, the spot was good, like I had mentioned last week. It was just too many hours. I ain't feel like putting in that many hours.
Yeah.
It just wasn't in the,
I got you, man.
in what I needed to do.
No, you do what you got to do. It's all good. So how's it going, Rondell? You good?
You know, kicking along.
Kicking along, going down the
Rabbit holes.
the rabbit holes, the Majestic 12 rabbit hole. We got our subject matter tonight, Majestic 12, and the alien hybrids. What do you think about that, Eddie?
You ever hear of the Mothman legend?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did you know the Mothman legend? Like, a lot of people say it's just a legend, right? But do you know the Majestic 12 used to show up every time he was spotted, they were in town, and like they would show up to people and tell them to shut the fuck up.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they got to. They got to hide
Crazy.
it. They got to hide it. You know, got to keep it hidden. That's the whole point, you know.
You know, I'm starting to believe that aliens really look like that because that's always the depiction of what they use.
And that's exactly, I made that well, I didn't make it, obviously AI made it, but I didn't give it any pictures. I didn't tell them what to make them look like. I just wrote, can you do me a thumbnail for Majestic 12 and alien hybrid crash recoveries? And that's what it came up with. The first draft, that's what it came up with.
But do you see that though?
Yeah.
How they always do that?
The first draft.
Yeah.
They always make them look that way. So honestly, who knows? Maybe that's how they look.
I don't know, but that's what the draft it gave me. I didn't give it any pictures to use. I didn't say like use the fucking.
I got
bald
one in
guy.
my shop. I know.
It looks just like that.
Paul.
So I mean, so how is it even? It comes up with that right away. Like boom, here you go. And I'm like, okay, thank you.
I believe that they're ready to let us know.
Yeah, they're already telling you. They have to tell you.
Yeah.
You know, that's the whole point. They tell you that it's like, hey, you know, what's up? This is what they look like. Get ready, here they come. Whether they're fallen angels or whatever.
They're talking, you know, here you were showing me something about human hybrid breeding.
Yeah.
I mean, can they already be out? I mean, I'm sure they've been doing this for a long time because we recovered aliens back in the 50s, as far as I remember, even probably sooner.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that in the 50s, that's when it got pretty public.
Yeah.
You know, that aliens were, you know, because they were more open back in the 60s and the 70s, you know, where I remember that they would talk about it. You know,
Well,
like aliens were seen here. You know, they don't talk about it anymore.
Well, and that's what Majestic 12 was all about. Was the recovery of the crash sites. That's what that was all about. Was if you know they're finding these bodies. They're using DNA. This thing's pissing me off. They're using the DNA. You know, they're finding bodies. They're using the DNA to make hybrids and then have them breed with other people. You know, because remember they were allowed to abduct people. They were allowed to abduct so many people a year. Eisenhower made a deal with them. You can abduct 100,000 or 1,000 or whatever, 10,000 people a year to use in experiments.
But also, you know, you got to think about a lot of the migrants that were missing.
Yeah.
I mean, they're human form.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? They don't have to be American.
Yeah.
Just have to be human.
Human.
Yep. That's it.
Just to see how they bred, because I don't think any American would actually probably, you know, volunteer for that. Any woman or man.
We got people. Hold on. Do you remember what day and age we live in?
I don't know.
We live in a weird ass time. These motherfuckers think they aliens. I'm a dragon. These bitches walking around screaming, "I'm a dragon!"
Right.
And if you call them anything else but a dragon, you get knocked the fuck out.
But they're human, you know. I mean, so what I'm saying is just that I don't know. I'm looking at it in my perspective.
Fucked up time. Anything goes.
I don't find a fucking alien attractive.
I know, right?
Like, hold up.
I mean,
You got some weird motherfuckers out
unless
there.
they're from Ukraine or something. Nah, just kidding.
That's funny. That's funny. That's too funny. Well, here, I'll play the video and then we can
Hey, real
know what we're
quick, before
talking
we go
about.
into it, I just want to bring up a clip too. I forgot to tell Rondo. You know, Josh bought a motorcycle.
Oh man.
He bought a Harley.
God. God bless him.
Nice little bike too.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Nice. This motherfucker.
Just like that.
Midlife crisis. Midlife crisis.
Where'd you get it?
Yesterday.
Hell yeah.
I got a picture. I'll show you.
All right, let me play this video and then we'll go from there.
I think the most important information will be the biologics that are not human that have been discovered, and like even some of the briefings that aren't classified just need to be out in the public. I mean, I had someone come and brief me who was in a military uniform, worked for the United States Army, that was briefing me on the locations of hybrid breeding programs where captured aliens were breeding with humans to create some hybrid race that could engage in intergalactic communication. An actual uniformed member of the United States Army briefed me on that.
Non-human biologics, interracial alien mating. What the F is going on? Look, wait a second. You had whistleblowers tell you this kind of thing? Can you please unpack that?
Yeah, I had a guy who was uniformed. He was a senior enlisted with the United States Army. Came into my office in Crestview, Florida, in a non-classified setting. I had members of my staff there, and what they explained is that the military ran a very secret program where aliens that were living were in forced breeding programs with humans that had been abducted from war zones and from even the caravans of migrants. Now, again, I didn't verify this, but what the whistleblower was telling me is that there were like between 6 and 12 locations around the country where this happened. And what he wanted was a group, members of Congress, to all show up at the same time at all of these different locations so that any of those activities could not be moved. And of course, it's a physical impossibility to get members of Congress to simultaneously show up at like 8 locations at one time. And so that never occurred.
What do you mean non-human biologics? Like this?
Well, that was the testimony of David Grush before the House Oversight Committee,
Yeah.
which I joined. And the testimony was that in crashes of craft that had been recovered by the CIA and through a special program that the CIA had for crash recovery, that it wasn't just the hard materials, it was also biologics, but that they couldn't identify a human source of those biologics.
No human source. And then we did a whole podcast about Majestic 12, which is very similar to that. That's the program that they hide everything. And they hide all the stuff that they were doing at Area 51 and all those different places. So,
But are they really hiding it? I mean, we already know. I mean, most people already know that there are aliens out there. I mean, most people who have any fucking sense know that there are aliens out there. I mean, so, they're hiding locations. I mean, this is the first I hear about interbreeding. I mean, we spoke about something similar, that, aliens are breeding with humans. But it was something that they were doing, not something that we were doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, so if we're doing it, I mean, I think it's fucking crazy. It's like trying to breed a cat and a dog. Like, why would you fucking want to do that? You know what I mean? It just, what are you going to create? A monster?
Well, it's DNA. Remember,
Literally a monster.
We always talk about that our DNA is what's coveted by these beings, these lower dimensional vibrational beings or
We're
archons.
talking about our government. Our government is doing this fucking shit.
Well, what I'm saying is that those interdimensional beings, those lower vibrational beings, are probably within our government. That's why they don't do anything about it. That's why Matt Gaetz said, like, he wanted to get the Congress to go to all these different locations, and none of them wanted to do it. They were like, yeah, forget it.
Well, I think he was being sarcastic.
I know he
in the sense
was,
to try to get Congress to do anything together.
Well, exactly, because they're the low vibrational beings that are above that are below the archons, which are the ones that are above the whole process of allowing this. That's why Eisenhower allowed them to abduct, to take people. They made a deal.
National parks. That spider web is crazy.
National parks, yeah, and that's right. National parks, exactly what Rondell said. There's national parks. People get abducted from national parks all the time.
The spider web of people going missing in national parks looks insane.
Yeah.
They say 1,400 people go missing every year.
And that's just the ones you
1,400.
know about.
That's the ones you just know about.
Yeah.
Imagine the people who just walk out there. They ain't got no family. Nobody they called and said they're going on that hike.
Yeah.
They just getting regular missing from hometown. Don't know that they went to a national park. Think about that.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And that's why they block off all that area back there. You know, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. I want to give a shout out to, before I forget, I want to give a shout out to Pete Cap's Pizza.
Yeah.
They won the, they were voted top cheesesteak on the Treasure Coast.
Right,
Yes. Yeah. So I wanted to make sure I
Cap's
threw that out
Pizza
there
is the
before
best,
I
man.
forget. They won it right there. There it is.
I'm like, how they gonna lose?
Right.
I mean, they
can't. It's the
really do
biggest-
have the
for
best.
real.
I mean,
It's
it's
gonna
not just something that we're saying because
Yeah.
we're local.
Exactly.
Because
that
they sponsor
motherfucker.
our show. They really do have the best. I had
biggest
it
and the
last
I eat
week.
like 3 of them motherfuckers.
I had it last week. And, you know, it was funny because last week I had the steak and I also voted that.
That's
day.
right. We did. We
You know what I
voted
mean?
last
So,
week.
so I voted with the steak, saying, "Yeah, it's the best."
Yeah.
With the steak in hand.
With the steak in hand.
It was a no-brainer. It was definitely a no-brainer.
Yeah, but I tell you, I just had the chicken cutlet. That was fucking
Isn't that
delicious.
good?
I tore it up, bro.
I had the
But
same one. I had the
Rondo said, "You ate the whole thing." I said, "Yes."
I had the
sir."
same one.
The
Yeah.
whole thing was gone.
I ate some
Yeah.
pizza too.
I'm gonna take 2 slices with me.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was good.
You know I don't like veggie pizza. But that
that's
right
good.
there.
The pesto. That's
that
pesto. Yeah. That's
That pesto give me it right
I
every
can't eat a veggie
time.
pizza either.
Yeah, pesto.
No, I'm not a veggie person. I'm not a
Yeah,
veggie
it's not even
pizza.
that. I don't like mushrooms on my
Mushrooms,
pizza.
nah,
Yeah.
they tough. You gotta chew that.
I'm not a
with all
mushroom
that.
guy. I'd rather have me some meat on my pizza like that. Has
Like
with
that.
tomatoes, some pesto,
Right.
some nice mozzarella. You know what I mean?
Exactly. There you go. There's the mozzarella. So give them a call, 772-770-CAPS. Knocking out pizza since 1987.
And cheesesteak.
And cheesesteak. The best, the biggest and the best in town. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
Treasure Coast. In the Treasure Coast.
Yeah. So, and go to Caps.
So I mean, there were people in Stewart, Jupiter,
Oh, yeah.
Palm Bay.
Yeah.
They kicked all their asses.
Yeah, they sure did. They kicked them all up, man. So go to capspizzamenu.com as well. Tell them TGI Now sent you. Get
It's worth the
15%
visit.
off. It's
Worth
worth
Yeah,
the
they got a
drive.
party room. They got it going on over
worth
there.
the
So if you
drive.
guys
It's
are looking
definitely
for a
worth
nice
the
place to
drive.
go, they
Yeah.
got beer, wine. They're off for 27th and Oslo.
Yeah.
Can't miss
The
it.
drive.
You can't miss it, absolutely. Sure.
Thanks a
out
lot,
there.
John.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I knew they were going to win, so it was pretty obvious. I mean, it is the biggest and the best in town, in Treasure Coast.
It's just delicious. The meat is delicious. They
Yeah.
use real prime meat.
know.
You know,
Yeah.
they use real ribeye.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's what makes it, because you could have all the seasoning and all the everything. If you don't have good meat, you know, if you just got fucking steakums in
Yeah,
there,
it's no
fucking
good.
leftover
Steakums.
processed meat.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's processed.
Yeah.
Steakums isn't steak. Isn't sliced steak. It's processed meat.
It's garbage.
Like Spam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's garbage.
No, they got sliced fucking
Right?
nice
Nice.
steak.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
a big steak guy.
Yeah, he's always done a good job. That's the beauty of it. They do a great job and they take care of everybody down there. So, and I saw Kevin down there when the guy was on our show. He was down there today. I saw him. Yeah,
Oh,
It was
cool.
good to see Kevin. Yeah, he wasn't working on Tuesdays, but now he is. So, he's back. So
He's back.
Glad to see him. I was like, oh shit, dude, I hope he didn't
That's
leave.
probably why my sandwich was so good.
Yeah. He was the one that hooked us up.
Yeah, he made my
he
sandwich.
grabbed it.
No wonder.
He grabbed it off the hot
Yeah.
right out of the oven for us. Yeah.
One of that sandwich was good.
Yeah,
I
he
was like,
took-
shit, this is a fucking good sandwich.
He took care of us. Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah.
He took care of us.
Shout
big
out to
time.
Kevin.
Right. Yeah, that's good stuff. Also, I know a little bit of local stuff too about that. We saw that shooting.
Yeah.
With the husband and wife and the
library.
thing, and they can't find the guy, and the guy went
I
for a
think he
swim.
went swimming.
Yeah, I don't know. They said he got out.
They say he got out.
Yeah, but
They say he got
I think he went swimming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, people are talking and talking. What I don't like about that situation, what they're doing on Facebook, is that they're portraying the two people as lovers.
Yeah, I
and,
know.
You know, so
Yeah.
what happens to to the wife
Yeah.
that's still there? You know, a husband. You know, just you got to look at that. You know, her husband was killed. Found out he was cheating,
Yeah.
and they're just plastering it all
over the
over
place,
Facebook.
yeah.
You know, it's just really insensitive, I think. You know, look, you guys were fucking around, and you found out.
Well, they were supposed to be.
You know, I mean, pretty much that's what happened.
No, see, that's
Supposedly
the thing.
they were separated,
They were
supposedly.
separated,
Yeah,
but they
yeah.
were separated because he found out what was going on.
Okay.
But he, you know, he's still mad.
Yeah, he's
Shit.
still mad.
You gonna find a way
He's
to get
still mad.
Yeah.
Well, he was having her followed. You know?
Yeah.
The funny thing is, people are going around saying like, "Thank God it wasn't flowers." You know, like that.
Oh man.
That would have been.
Oh,
Because he was getting
man.
followed around too,
Yeah.
and then, you know, that would have been fucking crazy if it went down like that. That would have been nuts. But he's not handling the case, so that's, you know, probably for the best.
Yeah,
but
but, you know-
apparently they're bobbling the case too in Vero PD, so it's like everything's
It's,
just
you know,
fucking
it's-
whacked.
It's tragic, you
Yeah.
know. But that's a reality. You know, one of the things I got into just to fall asleep at night, like I watch Tubi, and they have like these things, you know, stuff that happens throughout affairs, and you know, angry husbands, angry wives, and the shit they go through. I mean, there's a lot of it going on that people kill their spouses, man, just because they cheated or. You know, I mean, it's a real, it's real.
Well, it becomes trauma, like we talk about all the time. It's trauma. People go through the trauma of the breakup, or the trauma of the divorce, or the trauma of we got to sell the house, or the trauma of my parents went through this, and now I'm going through this. Why am I going through this? I shouldn't have to go through this. My parents did that already. I don't want to get divorced. I don't want to go through this.
Worth it, man.
It's not, but unfortunately, it's the trauma that people carry, and then something triggers somebody, and then they go and do something like that because they're triggered by it, you know, for whatever happened in the past. He might have gotten a divorce in the past, and he felt that happening again.
I
It's
think
like,
what
fuck.
it is, honestly, just to keep it simple, is that he couldn't let go.
Oh, of course, and that's
You know,
that's
so
part of
because
the,
he couldn't let go,
That's part of the trauma. You
you
can't
know,
let go of it. You can't
know,
let go.
He couldn't let go of her.
No.
That-
Or the situation. It's the situation, or
I think it was
or the
more her
world
than
you
anything
have.
else.
Yeah.
Because it was about her.
Yeah.
When you're involved in something like that, honestly, you're not thinking about nothing else but the person.
Yeah.
Other shit don't matter. Bills don't matter. Car, nothing matters. Just that person right there. You're so focused.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's almost like an obsession that, you know, it drove him to kill. You know, I don't think it's because of what's going on in his personal life. I mean,
Well, you don't know
But,
that for
you know,
sure. You gotta, also, you got to realize.
but you have
people,
to look at it as that he, you know,
Well, people are on. People are on
it
medication.
doesn't show that he shot himself.
Well, they're on antidepressants. They're on medication.
Yeah.
You know,
Makes you
it
think.
doesn't show that he shot himself.
Yeah,
If
but it still
if
makes
he
you
would've
think
shot
about
himself,
doing. It still makes you think about doing some stuff that you normally
don't
wouldn't
know.
do. You know, you wouldn't think about it. Everybody I talked to always said, like, he was such a nice guy. I didn't think he would do something like that.
Right.
You know.
What happened was is that he was focused on he couldn't let her go.
Yeah.
And just the thought of her being with somebody, he said, I'd rather fucking kill her than her be with anybody else, and I'll kill him too.
All right.
Yeah, it's a fucked up feeling, man.
That's simple.
But it's simple. That's what I think happened. I don't think it was anything financial or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was called a crime of passion.
That's what they call it, literally.
That's what they call crimes of passion. They call that for a reason. Because, you know, when someone's in a bad emotional state, especially when it comes to that fucking word love, you know, that word is so abused. You know what I mean? That people, you know, I mean, obviously that man needed help. You know what I mean? He needed some kind of counseling or somebody to listen, you know, let go, you know, let her live her life. But he wasn't about that. He said, you know, he didn't want her. He stalked her, like you said, like, you know, and he found her and he killed her. And then he went swimming.
No, but he got out. He
got out of there.
He didn't
He
swim
got
all
out
the
of that
way.
water.
He got out of that water.
They said they told him
He's
they said he
wandering
turned
around.
back.
I don't think he's wandering around.
They said he turned back
Yeah.
and started swimming back to shore.
Yeah.
Everybody has an opinion.
Yeah.
I think he
I think-
motherfucker
I think-
drowned.
After they messed with him and he was cussed their
There he
ass
is right
out,
here.
he started
There he
heading
is
back.
walking on the beach right there.
Yeah,
Coming
probably-
out of that motherfucker.
Well, he could have been walking in too.
There he
Remember,
is.
they found wet clothes.
He took his clothes off. He's naked
All
there.
right, so he's walking
I
naked.
think he's naked there.
Nah,
But Buki,
fuck out of here.
but Buki
He
naked.
looks like naked. He looks a little naked there.
Yeah, but the whole point is if that he was walking naked, that would have been. I mean, you know what I
Would have
mean?
been a problem.
Because he left his wet
indecent,
clothes.
indecent exposure.
He left his wet clothes. He was thinking about. He probably went in the water where his clothes came out, took his clothes off, and went right back in. You know what I mean?
I hope
They
Just
catch the
my opinion.
mother in a week, I'm gonna be like,
All right, Eddie, I was wrong. That's okay. You
what I
know?
told your ass.
Really, because the whole point is that motherfucker right there don't matter to me.
Yeah.
He really doesn't. You know, I didn't think about him today.
He's 6'4". 6'4". He's big.
You know, so he really doesn't make a
motherfucker.
difference.
6'4".
It's a tragedy that you know 2 people are dead.
Yeah.
That's a tragedy. You know, but
Well, no, 3 people if he went swimming.
well, he killed himself. Yeah.
3. Yeah.
3 people.
Well,
if you
his
went
life
swimming.
don't matter
If you
because
went
he's the one that
swimming.
took the life.
Yeah, so 3 people. If he's swimming, the shark ate him. Well, I think he's still wandering around. Then apparently somebody got hit by a train.
Yeah,
up in
this lady got
Wabasso.
hit by-
Was it a lady?
yeah,
I thought
lady,
it was a
a
guy.
63-year-old
I thought it
lady.
was a woman.
No,
I thought
63-year-old
it was a
lady.
man. I thought it was a guy.
By what
By the train on 71st or something like that.
That fucking
Which one was
Black
it?
Ink train.
I don't know.
It was like at 7 a.m. it happened.
It was one
I
of those.
thought it was him because he was 63 years old. He's
Right.
That's how old he is.
same age? No, that was a lady though. They said it was a lady.
Yeah.
That's a shame. The
I
guy's
thought-
63 years old.
I thought it was him. I was like, oh shit. Maybe he fucking said, oh, he got out of the water and then jumped in front of the train.
Right.
He's naked. He's naked, Eddie.
But Bookie nigga.
I play the press conference, but you can barely hear it because Vero Beach PD doesn't have a very good AV equipment. So
They ain't got very good nothing over there.
Yeah, they got nothing going on. It's nothing but a mess. Nothing but a mess. You know, this town's just getting a little too chaotic.
Too big for the police department.
I'm sick of it. It's tired. It's tiring. It's gotta get better.
I don't really mess with the police. You know.
With the police, the way he says it too. I don't even
mess with police.
with the police
At all.
I don't
I
mess
really
with the.
don't because
I don't mess
they
with the
got their
police.
job to do and just do it over
I
there.
don't mess with the police and fuckers.
No, seriously.
job
because-
over there.
These motherfuckers.
Look, if I ain't committing no crime,
I don't do nothing.
if I ain't got nobody committing crime against me, and even if you did, I'm not a cop caller. I have to deal with it.
You're a shot caller, not
I'm
cop
a shot caller, not a fucking cop caller. That's the fucking truth.
right?
Can't do it, bro. I just
Shot
don't.
caller.
I mean, what am I gonna do? Give them my ID after I fucking report something? You gotta see my ID for what? No, no. I don't want to be in no one because they put that shit in the system. You know what I mean? Your name pops up in the
Every
system.
time.
Every
And
time.
I just and
Every
my name
frickin'
pops up for
time.
some reason. My federal shit comes up and all this shit comes up, and I'm like, leave me alone, man.
Leave me alone, man.
Motherfuckers put me in jail, man. You know, they put me in jail for fucking being sober.
Right?
I went to jail for not drinking, for a DUI for not being fucking drunk.
But nobody else is getting arrested.
Yeah.
Just us.
They pulling the boat up next to killers, asking him where you going.
Yep.
While he naked in the water.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, where you going?
On
They
a
pulled
public
up,
beach.
Yeah, they pulled up next to him while
Not a
he's in the
private
water.
beach. They pulled up on him while he naked in the water. And what are you doing out here? Bro, leave me alone. I'm swimming. What the fuck does it look like?
Yep.
That's exactly what he said.
He's done.
He naked. Yeah, I know they can see he naked.
Right.
At a public
The
beach.
sharks can see him
Get
naked.
your ass in this fucking boat.
Right?
I don't give a fuck who you is. Get your ass in the boat.
They let them swim.
They let him swim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Let him cuss him out, and they just took off.
And he went back to the beach.
Would have told his ass, "Boy, I'm gonna hit you with some electricity. You don't get your ass up the hill."
How's he get away with that?
How do you get away with that,
I don't know
bro?
how you get away
That's how
with that.
funny our fucking police department
Yeah,
is.
it's
bro.
like nothing makes sense.
This is a fucking cartoon.
Yeah, really. We're living in a fucking.
We in a fucking
we're
cartoon.
We're living in a simulation. We're living in a cartoon. You're right. It's a simulation. It's a it's a it's,
Bugs
it's, a,
Bunny
it's, a,
in
con-
this
it's a
bitch.
controlled simulation. You know, that's all it is. Right? It's fucking nuts.
And I ain't supposed to believe in aliens. Y'all got me
Right?
fucked up.
I know. Yeah.
I believe in aliens. I've always believed in aliens.
Yeah.
I mean, even the Bible speaks about, other lives and other planets and shit like that. So
Yeah. What does it say that?
it talks about life in the universe.
First, yeah.
So if there's life in the universe, that's the planets. you know,
Yeah.
so.
But you know what it did say too? We were the only creation with free will.
Exactly.
We are. We're not controlled.
So this is how I think of aliens. They're not negative. They're just beings with purpose. They only know purpose. That's it.
I believe that.
That's all they know.
I believe that.
Like we're trying to interbreed them to get understanding. There's no understanding. They have a purpose to fulfill. Like that's whatever race they are, whichever race, all of them have individual purposes.
Yeah. That makes sense.
We're the only ones with free will. So very first thing that fucked me up was that hearing they had in the defense department, and fucking they said they rendered 22 nukes useless.
Yeah.
Three UFOs, 3
Mm-hmm.
pyramid-shaped UFOs.
Yeah.
Usually it's a saucer. 3 pyramid-shaped UFOs
Right,
appeared
triangles.
over the
Yeah.
fucking base. And within 3 minutes, the base went black. The things rose up, took off. When the lights came back on, 22 nukes
Done.
were rendered useless. Useless.
it's true.
The radiation is nothing. There's nothing. You can't do nothing with them. They're useless after the lights come back
But you
on.
got to remember, they are different than us. They breathe different than us. Shit that may bother us don't bother them.
Don't bother them.
You know what I mean?
They came up there and they
vice versa,
sucked
yeah.
whatever the fuck that was power in them, sucked it up. We gone. Our job is just to defend the planet, probably,
think
until
maybe
it's a
something is.
natural, until a natural cause takes it.
Our food to them may be poison.
Well, I'm sure it's
Oh,
poison
without a
us.
doubt.
It's poison
You know what I mean?
us.
Without a doubt. They said if
Right.
something from another, if something came from a place of different makeup from ours, but it contained life, the living factor that would make that planet livable would be the level of hydrogen to high oxygen. Their hydrogen level would be higher than ours, so their diet would be something like gas.
Yeah, like a liquid gas.
It would be like gas.
Yeah.
And so, where's the place that creates the most fucking gas? Down there in the fucking ocean. Those fucking vents that fucking pump that shit out
Right.
24/7 from the volcanoes. They would be right by their fucking food source. Wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Oh,
makes
yeah.
sense, yeah. Especially if their food source from wherever they were from got depleted or whatever too, because that
A
happens too.
planet pumping that shit out.
Yeah.
We need it.
Yeah, they need the resources.
And let them up there get funky with it. We coming up there to stop all that shit.
Yeah. Well, because what happens on Earth will affect,
Will
the
affect
galaxy. So if we put off nukes, that's why I always say the nuke thing is off the table. Like the whole thing with Trump blowing up the
Yeah,
Iran's nukes and all that. That's just
So
theater for the
bullshit.
mass. It's all bullshit. The nuke thing is off the table. So anything if there's like a nuclear scare or a fake nuclear war scare that the narrative they're trying to push on the news, it's all lies because I don't believe that the nukes exist. I think it's all bullshit. Like Rondell said, I think they took them off the table because we're not going to destroy ourselves and destroy them. Because what we do to ourselves will affect other galaxies, like he was saying. So they have to be the watchers to protect and make sure that we don't do that.
And I think it's pretty funny that right now they talking about nukes and shit.
Yeah.
That fucking thing just shows up from another galaxy.
Yeah, the
Just shows up. Yeah, that 3-eye Atlas thing is just hovering over us now.
Yeah.
It could have landed anytime.
Well, I
it was
believe-
supposed to have been landed.
I believe they are nukes.
Well, there's nuclear power. Yeah, 100%.
I'm
But I don't
talking
believe
about-
I don't believe there's nukes. I don't believe.
I believe they're missiles that they could shoot out. They've always had them.
No, I don't believe that they're. I don't believe that they're on the table anymore. I think that we did have them, but I don't think that they're. An
No,
option.
we still
I don't
got
think,
nukes.
I don't think
That's
there's an. I
believed.
don't think they're an option anymore.
It's the only thing that keeps
Yeah.
a country in power.
Yeah.
That could
Well, I think it's
exactly.
directed energy weapons is what I think.
Well, those two, but the
Yeah.
nukes are the what
because-
is what gives a country its sovereign
It's a
power.
big
No, I
threat.
agree with that. I agree with that.
Remember,
but I
they're
just,
afraid of Iran having nukes because
Yeah,
they're
they-
fucking nuts and
Well,
they'll
that was
just
the
fucking
plan.
blast Israel and us.
that was the plan with the Hillary was to blow up the whole Middle East, to destroy everything, to have Iran attack Israel, and then Israel attack Syria, and Syria attack Iraq, and it would have been a whole just the whole nine would have just been the whole thing would have been annihilated, and it would have rippled around the earth. It would have
Alien
rippled
ain't
all
gonna
over
let
the
it happen.
country, all over the world. It would have rippled too. And then you don't know what it affects the Earth, the planet, and then the ripple effect through the universe, through the galaxy would be a problem
Now,
too.
I can tell you this. This is how the end's supposed to go. In the Bible, when it speaks about the end time, how it's going to happen, they talk about it won't happen by water like it did the first
No,
time with
fire,
Noah.
yeah.
It's going to happen with fire.
Yeah.
So, prophets have said that there'll be a nuclear war where everybody's going to just nuke each other. And that'll be the fire that they're talking about. And we would already be lifted up.
Yeah.
We won't be here when that happens.
Yeah.
You know, just the ones left behind. The word left behind is in the Bible.
Yep.
The people, those left behind, will feel the fire and the destruction.
Yep.
And then what's left, because there may be some people left, you know what I mean? That's what's going to
It's
create
the reset,
another life force.
Yeah.
You wanna know
And
how I
we'll
think it'll happen?
We'll be superior.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So there's a pressure building in Earth right now. I don't think that it'll be nuclear. It'll be nuclear in the sense It'll be God's nuclear. Nothing will do this. Nothing will end it. End this, but God. Now, I don't think humans can think they can press the button all the fuck they want. Ending the world is under God's terms. I believe that.
Yeah, I agree.
There is a volcano right now. This planet is supposed to be fucking. We're 4,000 years over the reset. There's something called the Adam and Eve Project. Every 15,000 years, this planet resets itself with a catastrophic event. There's a volcano right now building up there. This thing has so much pressure that scientists don't even know how it's not blown yet.
Wow.
This thing, they say when this thing erupts,
Wow.
it's gonna black out the fucking sky.
Okay.
That'll cause an ice age.
Yeah. Yeah.
That ice age is gonna cause the poles to switch.
Shit, the pole. I just
And when the poles switch,
I just listened to a podcast that was talking about this today.
Yeah.
The pole
that's,
flip.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
God only.
Yeah, the poles will flip. Yeah.
I believe it'll be
I just-
God's nuclear.
I was just listening to that today.
and
actually.
that's what a nuke would do, black the sky.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a pole shift. Yeah,
I gotta find it
everything-
somewhere. It says that we kind of create our own destruction.
Might be how we killing the planet. Melting the ice
yeah,
caps.
Yeah, that's a given, really. I mean, the planet's a mess when it comes down to that. I mean, that's, the global warming.
Blowing holes in the ozone.
Because you know that, look, God allows things to happen, right? Like He allowed the rain to happen. He didn't just flood the earth as He could have. He could have just created a flood and there wouldn't be 40 years of actual rain.
Well,
So-
the water came up from the bottom too. It came from the ground
No,
too.
actually, no, it just rained. And what happened?
It came from the ground. The
Show me.
ground opened up. I'm not going to show you right now. I have to go
It's
look
not
at it.
in there.
Okay.
Because it was rain. 40. That's coming. It says 40 years
40
of
days.
rain.
Well, yeah, but the
It
ground
was-
opened up too.
It wasn't a flooding. No.
Okay, all right.
Well, that's fine. We could have a disagreement.
No, I mean, I'm just.
But what I'm
that's
saying
that's
is
what I've
that
come to
it
that
was 40
conclusion
years
myself.
of rain, though, and what happens? The rain didn't sink, because if the ground would have opened, the rain would have sank.
Another water would have raised.
So what happened was that the water raised with the ocean and everything else. It wasn't that the only thing that came out from the ground was the actual ocean lifted up with the rain.
So you want to hear something crazy about the ocean?
Sounds like you were there.
Want to hear something crazy about the ocean?
I just read it enough.
So did you know that they just found something called, what is this? Wormite or some, I don't know, some weird ass word for a type of wood.
Wormwood.
Wormwood.
Yeah.
It's they found a pocket of water underneath the crust of Earth that holds 3 times the amount of our oceans. It's
right.
inside whatever fucking God did back then. It went down into Earth and it fucking is just sitting there. All that water He put on them, that 40 years of rain,
It's already done.
it's down there collected, and they found that shit. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
They had to go somewhere for the world to be livable again,
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good
and
point.
they just found it.
Yeah.
It's in the crust.
This place has definitely been
It
reset
holds
over and over.
3
there's no doubt.
times the
Yeah.
amount of water in our oceans right now.
Yeah, it's
And
definitely-
we've only discovered, and we've only went through 5% of
Yeah, not even close.
5% of what the fuck is on
So
our.
my point there, what I was trying to make was basically, if God wants to just blow up the earth, He can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's capable. He's God. But I think we do it to ourselves because it speaks about like there's fire and there's all kinds of torture in it. The horrible part of it.
Sound like
you know
what's
what I
happening
mean?
in other countries right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
and they're getting bombed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like you said, it's all God doing whatever it's happening. It's
But God's
that's-
not bombing Iraq
Well,
right
he's
now.
allowing,
We are.
he's allowing it to happen.
He's
though.
allowing it
Exactly.
to happen.
For
But
a
what I'm
reason.
saying
There's a reason
again,
for
so it goes
Yeah.
back that God Himself is not doing it.
There's a reason for
Just
it.
to say, just to your point, Rondell, that it's going to be us that do it to ourselves. Just from what my understanding of the Book of Revelations, it's something that we do because of our sin, our evilness. It speaks about man's evilness, and how we're going to do it to ourselves because, remember, we're our worst enemy. We could either be our best friend or our worst enemy. Today, thank God I choose to be my best friend. You know what I mean? So, but if I was an enemy, if I didn't like myself and I hated the world, Yeah, and I had the power to press a button. Why not? And then they see that the button was pressed, and they pressed the button. The other country sees that a button was pressed, and they pressed the button.
Yeah, I don't see it going. I don't see it going that way at all.
Hey, listen.
I don't see that at all, and I don't play that. I don't play that timeline in my head because I don't believe that we came here for that, to see that all happen like that.
But we won't see it.
We
won't
don't
be
know that
here.
for sure. We won't know if we won't feel it. We
Well-
might have to feel something from it.
No, we won't be here.
All right.
I mean, as far as again, just if you believe the Bible, what it says that we'll
Well, I
be
don't believe
raptured.
everything in the Bible. I don't believe everything in the Bible.
Well, I do, and it says that
Yeah, I don't
that
believe
we'll be
everything in it.
raptured, that we'll be
Yeah.
lifted up, and those of us that are lifted up won't see it, won't feel it at all.
Yeah, see, I don't see that.
No.
I don't see us destroy this place getting destroyed like that. I don't see that where we get lifted up and then it just gets destroyed and that's it.
Okay,
I don't see
so-
that. It's hard for me to it's hard for me to play that in
aliens
my
gonna
head.
grab us.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
just a matter of
Yeah.
what I understand from the
Yeah.
Bible. That's all.
Yeah. No, I know. No.
Not to say I know it but I live by faith.
Yeah, 100%. I
So
do too.
being that I
So,
live
yeah.
by faith, I have to believe it.
There's
Yeah.
a reason that dang on thing up there circling around. It's gonna pick some people up.
Yeah, it could be. You know.
Pick
know.
some people up.
Yeah. I
Now
mean,
we don't know. It doesn't. Say, who knows? Maybe we will get lifted up by into spaceships. Who knows?
I don't know,
But
yeah.
it does say we get lifted up.
yeah, I
That
see
we
that.
get raptured,
yeah.
that we're not-
But I don't
because-
see that we get lifted up and then
be-
this gets destroyed.
Oh,
Yeah.
it could be. It could
Yeah, I
happen.
just don't-
It
I
could
just
be.
don't-
You could be looking out the window. I don't see it in all movies.
I see that, but I don't see
Now
it getting
I'm
destroyed
going to tell
like
you
that.
the ones that are going to be left behind,
Yeah.
right? Just to
All
kind
the-
of give you an idea.
All the hybrids.
Are the 100,000. The 100,000 that go out to
144,
preach
you mean.
are going to be left behind.
Okay.
The rest are going to get raptured. They're going to make it,
Yeah.
but their job is to inform the world of what's going on.
Okay.
Awake people.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Inform them. That 100,000, 10,000 from the tribe of Judah because there's 12 tribes.
Yeah.
You know? So
Yeah.
you have to look at that and are you part of that?
Yeah.
You know, I feel I am. I may be left behind, but
Exactly,
many will be
yeah.
raptured, will be lifted up,
Gotcha.
and they won't feel what goes on because why would they if they got the gift? If they got the gift, why would God in His love want them to feel any pain? He's going to lift them up, and then the ones that didn't choose Him, the one that denied Him, the one that lived evil, the ones that are going to be left behind, and they're going to feel 7 years of torture, of pain, of despair. 7 years, and it's our job to go out in those 7 years and tell people, listen, this is the way. There's going to be another chance. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's just a description of the Bible.
Yeah.
And if I believe that, that's just me.
Yeah.
You know, I one thing I could tell you, John, and this is the truth why I get along with anybody, Buddhist, Muslim, anybody. Because I believe everybody has, when it comes to faith, faith is personal. You know, that's why it's called your own faith. You know, we walk our own walk. Each is to work out their own salvation. These are the words of the scripture, right? So if we're to work out our own, almost selfish, right? Faith is ours. My faith may be different than your faith. Not we could believe in the same thing,
But differently.
But differently. You know what I mean? Like you may believe, like John is a believer. I know he believes, but he believes in differently about the Book of Revelation. But that's okay.
Yeah,
It doesn't make him wrong. It doesn't mean that he doesn't have a ticket because he doesn't believe that, because he's already received the gift. Remember what the gift is, and I'll say it again for people who don't know it, that if we confess with our mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in our heart that He was risen from the dead, then you shall be saved. There's nothing else that we have to do.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Religion, church does that. That's why I don't go to church. I don't need no man to tell me about my God.
Exactly. Yeah.
Again, my faith is personal. It's my faith.
Yep.
You want to spew your faith, and you want people to believe your faith, when faith is personal.
Yep. I agree with that.
That's how come the Bible says each is to work out their own salvation with fear and trembling. Each. One, their own. One. Twice he says it in that sentence. Why? Because we're stupid. He has to say it twice. The truth. Sometimes we need to hear it like, hey, each, own, come on. Work out your own self. That's how come I don't do church. And I'm not talking, I mean, people like going to church, that's fine.
Yeah.
Go ahead, do you. Like I said, your faith is your faith. You need that. I just don't need a man spewing his faith on me.
I agree with
That's
that.
how come I never push my
agree with
faith.
that a
I'll
long
never get
time
into,
ago.
oh, now you're talking about shame.
Yeah,
No,
no.
man, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's just how I think. It's just how I think. My bad.
Yeah.
It's all good,
Yeah,
man.
It's just how I think.
You know,
My bad.
because it's just very simple how to get there, man. You know, we make it complicated. Churches make it complicated, make you feel you got to give a certain amount of your money. You got to do certain things. You got to do service, all this. Listen, God wants you to be a good person and do the next right thing. He says, love the Lord your God with all your heart. These are the only 2 commandments. All the other ones in the New Testament, there's only 2 commandments. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and love your neighbor as you love yourself. So he's telling you to do 2 things there. Love yourself and love your neighbor. Love me first, because as you love me, you'll love yourself to love your neighbor. See? That's how it's simple. We make it complicated, or church, or go knock on doors, give awake, and do all this other stuff. That's fine if that's what you feel you need for your faith. But faith is very simple. Believe it and act on it. That's it.
That makes sense.
Don't be. What is it? Don't talk about it. Be about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 100%. We have to speak about it. You have to speak it into existence. That's kind of what we do every Tuesday night. Is just speak it out loud, speak it into existence. And have people on the show to speak their truth. We had Joseph here earlier today in the
Yeah,
studio.
well, wow, you just took that out of my head.
Yeah.
You just took Joseph out of my head. I just thought about Joseph.
Yeah, Yeah, we have that circle of friends, circle of influence that we have to be able to, help along the way, and
But he
and
said
guide.
something when he was sitting there. He said that, so this business friend, she said, I thought about you guys.
Yeah.
Because of our energy.
Yep.
See what happens, and what happened to me, and I'm sure what happens to a lot to us, is that when I went to Hyundai, not that Hyundai was a bad place,
Yeah.
it just wasn't.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
I'm not
Wasn't a
there.
match
I'm
anymore.
not that person anymore.
That energy don't
That
match.
energy don't match. I'm at a way different frequency. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to convince people to buy a car.
Yeah.
Do you like the car? You think you could afford it? You don't want to hear that as a salesman.
Yeah.
You really think you could afford? That's a big payment. I looked at your credit app. You only make $1,700 a month, and you want to make an $800 payment when I see your rent's $1,200. How you gonna do it?
Right.
You know what I mean? I can tell a customer the truth.
We're being
right?
authentic. That's the
Or I can say, hey,
authenticity.
listen, man, you got this. It's only what, $200 a week?
Yeah.
You get what's $200 a week, right?
Yeah.
$800 a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
The guy only makes 17.
Yeah.
If it's $200 a week, you got this. Sound right here, Poppy, man. Look at that car, bro. Look at that cheaper
Finna
shit.
live in that car.
And the whole thing is that that's not who I am
Not
anymore.
authentic.
The
Yeah.
person I am will tell you, listen, this isn't a good purchase.
Yeah.
Let's find something cheaper.
Yeah.
And there isn't anything cheap.
Stay with your car. Your car is fine.
Yeah.
It needs a $200 tune-up.
Yeah, that's it. Right?
That's
Yeah.
it, bro.
Yeah.
Your car is fine.
Yeah.
When you can afford a better car, buy it. Right now, you're only making $1,700. Your wife isn't working, and you have 2 kids.
Yeah, you don't need it.
How you gonna do that, sir?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's put this in perspective.
Yeah, man. So that's why I just couldn't do it anymore. And I said, this is not me.
Not a
This is
vibration.
not the person. Yeah, it
Well,
wasn't a vibrational match. It was
Exactly.
not.
It's not.
It was not. And you told me that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny, John. When I told you I'm going to go to Honda, you said, You were like, you looked at me like you said, not you.
Yeah.
Maybe the old daddy could go back to fucking Hyundai. You're not going back.
Well, one of the main thing is that, I work with the BMW place, so I saw the transformation of the Hyundai place when they gutted the old building and built the new one, but they were working in the trailers in between time. And then at BMW, same thing. They were in the old building, then they in the trailers, and then they were in the new building. And I seen the transformation of the new buildings, and I was like, this isn't the way you sell cars anymore. Like, you could see the transformation. Now, if you would have went back there when they were in the trailers, It would have been better. You would have liked it better then because it was more like just all over the place. You're not in this nice new building. Everybody's all like looking nice. And now, but that was when they were in the trailers. It was no big deal. You're going in and out of the trailers. Everybody's wearing polo shirts. It was a whole different animal.
Yeah,
so
it was.
It was a whole different game. So then you get in the new building and you're like, oh yeah, this isn't gonna fly.
No.
Everybody's just sitting behind glass.
Right. Literally.
That's what I saw.
It's like a glass house.
Because I saw it in the BMW place. Everybody was
Same thing.
Same thing. They were all before. They were all like in the trailers. They were working hard. Then all of a sudden, everybody's behind glass. And I'm like, this is
one thing
fucked
I
up.
will say.
TVs everywhere.
I understand that a lot of people have to plug into the system, and
Yeah.
and some that I was told, most people hate their jobs.
Yeah.
Okay. I almost feel like you're selling your soul.
Mm-hmm.
If you need to cut things out of your life,
Important things.
just cut things out, like things that don't fucking matter. You don't have to go out 3 times a week. Fucking have home dinner. You don't have to eat steak. You can fucking have chicken. What I'm saying is that there's so many things you cut out of your life that you don't have to go and fucking kill yourself at a job you don't like and do something that you enjoy. It might not make as much money,
Exactly.
but you'll be happier.
Right.
And that chicken will taste so much better than that steak you just fucking got because you hated your fucking job.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But I enjoy my job, and this fucking piece of chicken tastes good, baby. I love you, man.
That's all that matters.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's what comes home.
That's
Not
it,
that
yeah.
mean motherfucker steak.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're not gonna say thanks for what?
Yeah.
I bought the fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, right?
I bought this shit.
yeah, you got a job you love, you're fucking happy. Hey, babe, oh, thank you. Oh, I love this chicken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That makes
Different
sense.
attitude.
Totally different
Appreciate it.
attitude.
And you want to know something? When you sell your soul, you lose that.
You lose it big time. Yeah.
Because you need the big house, you need the brand new car, you need it.
Yeah.
Why? Outer things. Remember we spoke about Glacier's theory, everything we do, think, or feel is because we're controlled by outside things.
Exactly.
That if we neglect what's inside, we pretty much embrace slavery.
100%.
You become a slave to debt.
Yep.
That's what happens.
That's what it is. Yeah.
You got a car payment, you got a house payment, you got this, that. Oh, house payment makes sense. But
Yeah.
you understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. No, I get you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You
Because
know,
everything just grows and grows.
Bro.
Then you get a boat, then a
Yeah,
motorcycle.
keep 'em.
and
Oh, you
then
got-
just
yeah.
keep.
It's crazy.
people even do watches, bro. They get a Rolex and
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
Upkeep. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's too
What
much
it is,
upkeep,
bro.
yeah.
People need like that status, like they
Validation.
validation. They need to feel that outside. Do you see how beautiful and how glamorous I am? Because inside I stink.
Yep. Yeah. 100%. Absolutely. You hit it right on the. You hit it right on the head. You hit it right on the head.
And for those who don't stink, who do it because they're small
Yeah.
inside, and they need all these things to feel like a giant.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
When
It's
if you're
validation.
just your authentic self,
That's it. That's
Don't
it.
need much.
I tell you this, man. I had a closet full of T-shirts, and I put a bunch of T-shirts in all the closet. I used maybe 6 shirts.
I know. I'm the same way. I know.
Who you telling,
I
bro?
use maybe
John, you
4
seen all
pair
that
of
shit I
pants.
got?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Seriously.
Yeah.
And why do I need all the extra stuff? I saw your sister today, by the way,
Oh, cool.
at La
Shit.
Tabla. Shout out to La Tabla
nice.
in Santiago.
Nice.
Great place to eat.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I saw Dawn. She
Nice.
was with the girls from Level Yoga.
From Level, yeah.
Yeah, it was funny because yesterday was a birthday,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I had noticed it on Facebook.
Yeah.
But she's been blacked out of Facebook. She just did it because she knew people were going to say happy birthday,
yeah,
which was
yeah.
real cool.
Yeah.
And I saw your sister, and I was thinking I had seen you earlier
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I said, wow, so
that's crazy. Yeah.
So I look at the connection
Yeah,
like that, these connections.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's awesome.
yeah, man. So we have to really start recognizing what's in front of you, man, and forget about that. That was so pleasant to me seeing your sister, and she even told me I tried a 3rd job, but something, I didn't want it because it was taken away from me. And I said, yeah,
Yep,
because
yeah.
that's how I felt.
Well, that's
You know
huge.
what I
That's
mean?
huge. Yeah, that's big.
And when people realize that, when they realize, because she wasn't even speaking about minimizing and everything else, most people who are intelligent are.
Yeah.
They're minimizing. They don't need the things for validation because they're validated in themselves.
Exactly. Yeah. It makes
I don't
total
need you to
sense.
validate me because I'm already validated within myself.
Yeah.
I validated me this morning when I got up.
Sold. Yeah. That's it.
You know
I
what I
got
mean?
up.
I kept that validation throughout the day. Even when things got tough, I still validated myself. because I don't need your validation anymore. I did at one time. Oh, I had the Rolex. I'm talking about me. I had the Rolex.
Yeah.
I had the 2 motorcycles, the boat.
Yeah.
You remember Rondell, the fucking $80,000 BMW. I had it all, bro.
Yeah, that $80,000 video was like $200,000 now.
Now it is, yeah. But think about it. I had a 38 in my mouth too.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah.
The dark side of it.
Validation. I was seeking this validation. Look at me. That I will go to the AA meetings and fucking put my hand out for people to see my Rolex.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because I wasn't enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Interesting.
see the car I'm driving?
Yeah.
Because I'm not enough.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good way.
And
to
that's
put it.
what it is.
Yeah.
When we realize that you are enough, and I tell people all the time, you're better than you think you are.
Yeah.
I always tell people that.
Yeah.
That's my new thing. You're better than you think you are. You are so much better than you think you are because your mind will tell you that you're not.
You're not
But
worthy.
you are.
Yeah. That's what
Remember who you are. You are the child of God. I mean, you are so precious.
Yeah.
So precious.
Yeah.
That, I mean, God sent his son to save you because he loves you. That's how precious you are.
Yeah. That's it.
Think about that.
1000%.
I mean, how wonderful and glamorous you are.
But
When-
we're programmed to think that we're
to think
smaller than
otherwise
that.
because we get into media, we get into all the other
All those
things. Social media
distractions.
has people thinking that maybe I'm too thin, maybe I'm too fat. I need to get thin. Look at that girl's butt. I might not have a butt like that.
Yeah.
It's fucked people up
It is a big time.
because Facebook, like you said to me earlier, because of a situation that I won't put out there,
Yeah.
is that I said, "Wow, man, everything looks so good there,"
Yeah, but it
was fake.
it's not real.
That's why I always say it's fake book.
Yeah, fake
Don't
book,
believe
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's fake book.
Yeah, right.
Believe it.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. There's addictions now.
Oh,
These
yeah.
young people are addicted to
Oh,
it.
I did a whole podcast on my Collective Dream
lawsuits
podcast
in right
about
now
it.
for that shit.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
looking at lawsuits now
Yeah.
that if
You're
your
addicted.
child was affected by social media,
Oh yeah.
the eating disorders, all
Everything.
kinds of
All of
shit
it.
over social media.
Well, we always talk about Instagram. It's
Right.
Instagram. It's an
Yeah.
Instagram. It's a
Instagram.
Yeah.
Hit of that dopamine.
dopamine hit. That's a dopamine hit.
A
It's
few
all it
minutes
is.
of scroll, 10 minutes of scrolling. It's
Yeah.
like a gram.
Yeah, I mean, even like where Quinn's at now, like he still gets his time to get his chance to get his phone and
Yeah,
right away,
get
he's
a
like, right on,
scroll
right
in.
on, right on fucking Instagram,
To get a
scrolling,
scroll
scrolling,
in.
scrolling, you know,
Looking.
yeah, looking for nothing. And there's nothing to look for. It's
But
all
what it is,
validation.
that's today is their lives.
Exactly.
And then like the sad thing, right? So you do a video and you feel so good. That shirt looks so good on you, man.
Yeah.
You get 2 likes.
Yeah, and you're like, fuck,
Fuck, dude. It brings you down.
brings you down.
Not
yeah.
me. I don't give a fuck. But I'm just saying it brings you down.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it does.
That's what it does to the kids.
And
It
that's
all-
what it does to children. Children don't feel validated.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how come they're doing all these crazy things because of the word
The likes.
validation.
Yeah. Want to be
A
seen.
word that is not true to God.
Yeah.
Because what's true to God is called grace.
Yes.
Grace.
Yeah.
We don't need validation. I have God's grace.
That's it. That's the dude. That's real there, buddy.
You know?
It's so true.
For the Bible says, for God's grace is sufficient for me.
Yeah.
It's enough. I don't need you. For God's grace is sufficient.
That's it. That's all you need.
You know, all you're doing is making me want to perform.
Yeah.
And you want to know something? I'm not a fucking
not a
clown. I'm not a
puppet, I
monkey. I'm
ain't
not
your
some fucking
damn-
performance thing. You know what I mean?
I'm
not
not
here to
your boy.
perform. I'm not here to perform for you
You're
anymore.
not the clown in the clown world.
Right. No more. The acting, all that stuff is put away with the shirt and tie and everything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that makes total sense. You're right. It's validation. It's instant. It's instant gratification. That's what it's done to people. It's fucked with their minds.
Not
It's a
only
mental
kill
health
children,
crisis.
adults too, women.
Yeah,
everybody,
You know,
everything.
everybody.
Well,
Vanity
and now,
is a big thing.
Well, remember now on all the social media, you can make money on Facebook and all this stuff. It's easy to be a content creator now. You make money. Facebook pushes you to follow the steps so that you become a content creator, so that you make money. So that's what people do now. So that's why it's become so. That's why you see people doing so many reels all the time now.
But you want to know what
constantly
happens?
doing
Not
reels.
everybody gets the money, so the ones trying to get the money suffer.
Exactly.
Because
yeah.
they don't get the likes, they don't
Yeah.
got the popularity, they don't have the face, they don't have the moves,
They don't blow
have
up.
whatever.
If they don't blow up, they're not happy. Yeah.
And they're lousy, they're
Yeah.
miserable, they
Yeah.
can't figure out why.
Why I can't blow up.
Why?
Exactly.
It's me.
Yeah.
I suck.
Exactly.
When you don't,
It's all by design.
you're better than you think you are. Stop it. Get off of social media. Look yourself in the mirror and see how beautiful you are.
Exactly.
Can you see yourself? talk. Can you hear yourself? You just spoke. You could speak. You can smell. You can taste. You can touch. You're so blessed. You stood up. These are the things that we neglect.
Exactly.
The natural things, the things that we have naturally. Because there's many people who are blind, can't hear, they're deaf,
They
don't have no
alive.
legs.
Yep.
We're
Can't feel
blessed,
nothing.
bro.
100%. Well,
And as long as we look at life that way and we realize that it's God's grace and not any validation that any man or woman can give me,
none.
there's freedom in it.
1,000%. Yeah.
Freedom. And isn't that the word of the
Freedom
of the year?
Freedom.
Freedom.
Yeah. That was the word for
And
this
that's
year.
what we're seeking is freedom.
Yeah.
Be free of the ties of the world, because what is the world? The world is the things of the world. The all the things, the shiny things. That's the world.
Yeah.
Remember, Christ didn't come in gold clothes. He came in rags.
Yeah.
In a manger.
He was born in a manger. Just show from birth he was how much of nothing he became.
Yep. Yeah.
Just and he's out. And what does the Bible says? Be like Christ. The word Christian is Christ-like. That's what the word Christian means. That's why I say I'm a believer, because I'm nothing like him.
Yeah.
I wish I was.
Yeah.
I'm a believer. So the word Christian means Christ-like. So we have to be like Christ.
Yep.
And how was Christ? Christ came
Yeah.
poor. He came with love. Slept on. See, he didn't even have a place to lay his head at times. And we have to be like him.
Yep.
What does that mean? Sacrifice. What did he tell the rich man? When the rich man asked him, how can I make it to heaven? He says, give up all your possessions and follow me.
Yep.
The rich man looked down sad because he had so much. True story. That's what the Bible
He
says.
looks down sad. He had so much.
That's how it's explained in the Bible, that the man looked down sad because he had so much.
He had the $200,000 BMW.
He had all that stuff.
He had all that.
That he wasn't
That's
willing
funny.
to give it up,
Yeah.
because you see, the
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
there is by denying yourself. What does that mean? That you can't have wealth? You can.
Yeah, you can have anything.
God will bless you with wealth.
Absolutely.
What I'm saying to you is that he wants you first.
Yeah, then the wealth. Yeah.
Love Eddie.
Yeah. Then watch
Everything
what
else
happens.
comes. But why does he have it? Because he already sold his soul.
Exactly. It's too late
You know
for
what I
him.
mean? Let him enjoy that money, because after that, he's gonna feel the wrath.
There's nothing left after that.
All that money's gonna burn with him.
Yeah, that's true.
All that money's gonna burn with him.
Oh God! We got a
You know-
comment, Tina. Hey, Tina, thanks for tuning in tonight. Thank you.
Oh sure.
Good to see
Hey,
you.
what's up?
What they
Tina?
do, you know?
Yeah, that's funny.
But think about that. though. You know?
That's fucking classic. He looked down because he's sad because he had
But
so
he
much.
did. He has so
Has
much.
so
But think
much.
about how many people
Yeah.
feel that way today.
I would have read that part in the Bible. That would have been the one part that would have made me laugh.
Right?
He looked down.
Because he knew he wasn't going to give it up.
I would have laughed.
He's like, I'm not giving up.
It's in the Gospels. If
I'm
you have a
mad.
newer version, it'll tell you the rich man.
The rich man. The rich
Yeah,
man.
so yeah,
That's
because
so
he was
funny.
so because he has so much possessions.
Yeah.
So just to think how many people are
Have so
that
much
way
shit,
today. They have
yeah.
so much shit they're not willing to give it up.
No.
I'll be like, bro, I'll keep one home for my family. I'll let the village run through the houses, take all the possessions.
everything
I'll
else.
take all the money,
Right.
put it all in the houses. Like I'll
Right.
tell you, take it all.
Oh, that's
Clear
Have you
out the
ever
whole
seen a
house.
U-Haul
I just
behind
need
a
one
hearse?
of
No.
You never seen a U-Haul behind a hearse,
No,
bro?
never.
No.
Only one man I know got buried in his Cadillac. I think that was Elvis Presley.
I think so.
That's it.
With his toilet.
Maybe some pimp from Houston.
Oh, that's
All I'm saying to you is that you can't take nothing with you.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
So we fight so much for it. You know, for what? Minimalization is the key to freedom. That when you have more, you can give more. Let's put it that way. Not have more, but you can give. You could be more helpful.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You can be.
Wow, that was good.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, the word grace is a big one for that. That's huge. I mean, that's something I've learned a lot about lately. Yeah.
But
You
what's
know?
God's grace?
Yeah.
What does it mean? Grace. Grace is God's divine ability to do for you what you can never do for yourself.
Okay.
That's what grace means.
Yeah. Huh.
His divine ability to do for you what you could never do for yourself.
Wow.
Because God's grace is a gift. And
I
His
like
grace
that.
is sufficient for thee. For the Bible says in Galatians 2:20, it says, "For my grace is sufficient for thee, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Therefore, I shall boast the more gladly about my weaknesses, for Christ's power to rest on me.
Huh. Wow. That's good. That's big. Like,
Preach, preacher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, out in my little Zen area out front, I have a cross with the Buddha that has the word grace on it. It says it on the cross out front. I found it one day. I was going through, I think it was at Goodwill when Quinn was there, and I was going there to see him, and I just came across it, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I was like, I like that.
Not sure if I quoted the scripture right.
Yeah,
If I
I
said
think you-
Galatians 2:20.
Yeah.
No, but I think Galatians 2:20 may be something else.
You didn't get it? What?
Hold on.
So you ain't get it?
Get it right.
I don't want
Get it
people
right.
to correct me and say,
Right.
wrong scripture.
People correct you. That'll be all right.
Yeah, I was wrong. Because
Okay.
Galatians 2:20 says, "For I have been crucified with Christ, for it is no longer I who live, but Christ that lives in me. The life I live in this body, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me."
Okay.
That's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
That's why that scripture came up, because I was
Okay.
thinking about the word faith,
Faith, yeah.
and how Christ lives in us.
Yeah.
Like, the outside things don't matter to Christ, bro. It matters to us because we're worldly, fleshly. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But if Christ, if we die to self, if we're crucified, that's what that means. If we're crucified with Christ, or we die to self, now Christ lives in us, we become different beings. I mean, it's a whole different frequency we talk about all the time.
It is. It's two different worlds.
know?
It's a split of the two earths. That's why I was like
And
telling
you don't need a church or anything else, I
That's
mean,
right.
I don't know if you saw my post on Sunday, but I found this really cool dude singing some country.
Yeah.
And he spoke about faith. And let me find it, because I would like for people to hear it. Is it one of those short
All
things?
right, yeah, do that real quick, and then we'll.
We'll
wrap
do
it
that.
up.
Yeah, I just want to put that because the song it really goes to what I was saying.
And we'll wrap it up.
Here it is.
Get it?
What if it's the truth they too scared to face? I serve God, not a system that's right. They say don't question, but it gave me a mind. I saw scripture deep, not just reading the lines. You follow rules, I follow the word. Not the ones twisted in the mouth of a church. They preach go while the streets stay cold. Private jets flying while the hungry grow old. Tell me, where did Jesus flex his throne? He washed feet, now they polish gold. You say I'm wrong cause I speak what's real, but I ain't bowing to a man-made deal. Religion ain't God, don't get it twisted. Some got rich while the gospel went missing, yeah. They call it blasphemy, I call it truth. Riding with God, not the lies of a suit. I ain't here for the stage or the praise of men. I serve the most high, not a brand, not a trend. You can stone me, shame me, try to erase me, but faith ain't fake, and the truth don't shake me. I seen pews packed with polished pride, while the laws get ignored outside. They quote verses out of context fast, but forget about the hurt and the outcast. They post prayers for the show, for the fame, but turn it back when you cry his name. I ain't hating on the church, hear me clear. I'm just saying God ain't confined in here. It's bigger than stained glass and rose. It's in broken hearts and dusty roads. He met sinners at the well, not the throne. He came for the weak, the wounded alone. They call it blasphemy, I call it truth. God, not the...
That's good, man.
Nice song,
Yeah,
huh?
that's awesome. Yeah.
But that's how I feel, though. When I heard that song, I said, "This brother needs. I need to talk to this guy."
Yeah, right.
Because it's the truth, man. I don't believe it. You don't need to. People go to church to learn. Okay, after you've learned, leave.
Yeah.
Now work on your own salvation.
Is that guy local?
I don't know, man.
yeah.
But I know that it's Ira Lee,
Yeah.
and he's a brother, man.
Yeah, we should get him on the show.
He's a brother with dreads.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. Should reach out to him.
think
See what's
he's
on
around
the
here.
show.
I
Yeah.
think he's like in Tennessee or something.
All right. Yeah, maybe
But he
reach.
country.
Yeah, maybe reach out to him,
He a brother with dreads, bro.
Yeah, that's cool.
I love it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So,
All right.
and that's what I'm saying. Is that it's being spoken out there in song, and people are starting to reveal truth. Speak their truth. They're more free today to speak their truth.
Yeah.
And we have to be the same.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned if people, hey Eddie, that's wrong, and that's okay. Like when John said that, that's actually okay.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm not here to dispute it.
Yeah.
This is my faith,
Yep.
not yours.
100%. That's it.
This
Yeah.
is mine. You can't have it.
Yeah, can't have it. It's my faith.
It's mine.
It's mine.
It's
Oh,
mine. Back off.
Yeah, but,
That was good. That's a good way to end it. That's good, bud.
Hell yeah.
But anyway, man, thanks a lot, guys, for listening. Please share the show. We always appreciate when you guys share the show. I want to thank
Yes,
Caps
we do.
again. John, you guys rock, man. Make sure you guys check Caps out. Best Philly in the Treasure Coast.
Best Philly cheesesteak in the
and
Treasure
it was
Coast.
voted. We're not just saying.
No, we were right all along.
Yeah,
anyway,
right.
Yeah.
Just
We're
a
just
shout out
biased
to
anyway.
everybody. God bless. Please share the show. God bless, man.
All right, guys, stay human.
Love, peace, chicken grease.
We out.
We out.